Hi guys, and welcome back to my channel. Today I have the most luxurious fragrances in my collection here for you because I think it is so important for us to sometimes just feel a little better about ourselves, and what's better to do that than spraying on a fragrance that just exudes luxury, which I think all of these do in their own different kind of way. And yeah, I hope you really enjoy this selection that I've made here. Let me know what you think about them as always. What are some scents that you think are super luxurious? I'm curious to know. And yeah, let's just get right into the video. But before that, please don't forget to subscribe, leave a comment down below, as I just said, give this video a thumbs up, and yeah, stay tuned for more lifestyle, fragrance, beauty related content. I'm Christine and I'm excited. So let's just get started. The first one I want to talk about is Tom Ford Black Orchid. This is a very strong and more dark scent in my opinion. It has something a little spicy about it. I think this beautifully underlines dressy or accompanies dressy and dark looks. This has like a boldness to it. Like for me, if I think about this being like a clothing piece, I would say this is a black blazer or like even a pantsuit, which I think I've heard a lot of other YouTubers say as well. Other than that, this has beast mode performance. This is a beast. This lasts long, very, very long. So it's perfect for the evening. I would definitely not wear this personally during the day, but I guess if you are the type of person who likes these type of like statement perfumes, then you could also wear this during the day. This can definitely be worn by men as well. So this is unisex or non-binary, whatever. Because yeah, this definitely has something masculine to it, I would say. But yeah, this has like an edge, like a sexy edge to it, where it's like not your like feminine sexiness, but just because it is so different, I think that really gives it like this kind of sexiness. But overall, this is like rich, this is luxurious. I feel super like kind of high class, but in a more edgy way when I wear this. And yeah, this is great. This is Tom Ford Black Orchid again. And now I have one that is actually quite the contrast. Chance by Chanel. And this is the Eau de Toilette. So whereas the Tom Ford Black Orchid is like a very strong and bold elegance and luxury, this is more like crisp, fresh, and elegant. So whereas the Tom Ford is like a black blazer, this here is more like a white blazer. This is perfect for like a white party. That's what I imagine it being worn to. But I also love this during the day, so this can transition beautifully from day to night wear. It has more of a youthfulness to it because it is so fresh, but like still very much put together and very sophisticated. So it's very much also a scent that gives you confidence, but in a different type of way, and more like a understated way. This is a little musky, fresh, as I said. It just makes me feel very put together, all in all, I guess. I love this. This will always be in my perfume collection because I just love it so much, and I think it's a classic that never, like, this will age so well, which is something I think that Chanel does very well. Let's just continue with the next fragrance that makes me feel super glam, which is Dior Addict EDP. This is just very elegant, warm, and homey to me. Also a little more mature, but like not something that your granny would wear, but like mature in a sense that this is a lady that knows what she wants. And if I were to compare this one to like a piece of clothing, which I'm not gonna do that for everything, but it just fits for this one, I would definitely say that this is like a cashmere, luxurious, high quality sweater. And yeah, so this one is a floral fragrance with vanilla, but the vanilla to me is very subtle in this one. It's almost like a very balmy scent, and I think this would be a great scent for like a luxury body lotion or like body butter that you can just like lather on, because that's how it feels to me when I wear this, like very embalming. Is that a word? I think so. I'm sorry, non-native English speaker. Yeah, so what I think about this has a very expressive character, and what I mean by that is like it's very noticeable. It's very much so that it's not too much like, here I am. It's like not shouting out to people, but it's definitely like you get into a room and people are like, okay, she's here. And it doesn't have this like obnoxiousness, and I don't mean that in a bad way, that the Tom Ford like Orchid has, for example. This is more classic and like, yeah, strutting down at a gala, like carrying your like champagne flute. This is how this feels. So yeah, ultimately I think I would describe this as like a classic scent that has like a bad girl vibe, if that makes sense. It's very enticing, just like, yeah, enticing is probably the right word. But yeah, I love that, especially for now, for the cold months. So the next one that I have is Marc Jacobs Decadence. I mean, the name itself says it all, I guess. This is very, very delicious, deep, but not dark. So also compared to the Black Orchid, which I think is a great, like, just comparative scent, I guess, when you're talking about like glamorous scents. This is deep but not dark. This is hypnotizing in the sense that it like really captures people's attention, and whereas like the Dior Addict is definitely noticeable, this one is also more of a like, here I am type of fragrance. So you definitely also make a statement with this one. It has like this really nice, deep, again, plum scent to it, a kind of sweetness thanks to that, which I think is, oh, it smells so delicious, but not gourmandish delicious, but like still just like, I wouldn't say you want to eat this, but like it's very, very sexy, I think. Also, this one has amazing performance as well, and this does as well have like this kind of slight masculine edge to it, but also not like Black Orchid, not that like not that deep, I wouldn't say. I mean, if I were a guy, again, non-native English speaker, if I were a guy, I would definitely not wear this, but it does have a slight masculinity to it, which just makes it more interesting and unique in my opinion. So yeah, this is Marc Jacobs Decadence. So for the next one, I chose again a somewhat contrasting one to the before mentioned one, and this is Cinéma by YSL Saint Laurent. This is a very classic and retro, warm or aromatic scent. This has vanilla and some fruits. This definitely has more of this like older character, more vintage. Think of like old Hollywood types, and I think this was also kind of like the theme around what they advertised it as, that it could make any woman feel like a movie star in Hollywood. And yeah, so it's definitely a great vanilla. I said that this was my favorite vanilla. I mean, now I would say it's definitely one of my favorites, but it's not my like number one favorite. But it's still definitely one that I would never want to live without, because it does have like this like very creaminess from the vanilla mixed with like a very fresh tartness from the fruit that's in it. Yeah, and I just love this. I especially love this for its dry down, because once this dries down on your clothes or something, it smells so yummy, like, and you can still very much notice it. Yeah, and it's just very comforting to me, and that's nice too, because that's why I love perfume so much, is because it can give us like all of these feelings or accompany feelings in a very positive way. Also not so positive, let's be honest, when it reminds you of your ex or something. But yeah. So this is YSL Cinema. And now last but not least, I have one that I actually bought at TK Maxx or TJ Maxx. In Germany, it's a different name. I'm from Germany. But I bought this, like, I blind bought this because obviously you can't smell it. I just like looked at the notes on Fragrantica and thought like, okay, because this was like cheap. I really didn't expect much, but then when I smelled it, I was like, wow, this is actually really great. And this is Ricci LUXURIOUS EDP Rose Absolue. And apparently this is a dupe for Maison Francis Kirk de Jean Eau de Mood, which is like multiple hundreds of euros or dollars or whatever other currency you're using. And yeah, but I wanted to include this because I actually think this is also kind of a glamorous scent, just a little bit different than the others. This is the most feminine of them all, in my opinion, especially because it has this like rosy scent. It's a very syrupy rose in this one. This is not a fresh rose. This is a very, very deep rose scent. Almost like candied rose, but like not too sweet, but still very sweet. And it's also a little spicy at the top when you spray it because it does have pink and black pepper in the top notes. To me, this is just like kind of an understated luxury if you want. It's not too like expressive as the others are, where they are like, here we are, but this is more like also kind of a classic, but more young classic, if that makes sense. Youthful, more youthful classic. But yeah, I like this. I especially like this now in the colder months because I tried this in the summer. I wouldn't recommend trying this in the summer. That was like, honestly, like it felt kind of stickingly sweet and cloying in the summertime. But now this is perfect. And I mean, if it's a dupe for a very, very expensive niche fragrance, I'd say definitely get your hands on this one because you're saving yourself some money. And who doesn't want that? Am I right? But yeah, this is Ricci LUXURIOUS EDP Rose Absolue. So those were all of my picks for the most glamorous scents that make you feel glamorous, elegant, and just more put together maybe as well. More fabulous too. At least they do that for me. I really hope you enjoyed this video, and if you did, again, please give it a thumbs up. Also, I would love for you to subscribe and check out my other videos that I made. I make lots of fragrance videos, but also other lifestyle and beauty content. And yeah, I hope you have a wonderful, good smelling day, and see you in my next video. Bye!